Alright, now we're going to be going over some basics of revolving. Since we've gone over what extrudes are, and if I get out of this sketch, you can see that all these features we've gone over extrude, but now we're going to go over revolve. And as you can tell, just by that like little drawing it has, you're basically revolving something 360 degrees. And we have a little visual of it on the slides as well, but it's okay if that's a little confusing. I can do a quick demo right here. And as you can tell by the revolve, let's do something simple first. So what you always want is a mirror line. That's basically the 2D object that your design is going to revolve around. So let's say I have a circle. I want to make a sphere, because if I just extruded this, it would be a cylinder. So let's just quickly demo that, and let's just dimension this. Okay, let's make it 2.5. Okay, and we're going to extrude, and I extruded both sides, and I like pulled it out 2.5. That's just a cylinder. That's not what we want. We want a sphere. So let's get rid of that extrude, and let's go to revolve, and you only just want to pick one half, and then the revolve axis is going to be this line right here. And so basically what it does is that one chunk revolves 360 degrees. And so basically think of it as like a slinky. And when you put a slinky down, it's like sort of like a flat plane. It's like almost 2D when you push it all the way down. But when you stretch it out and you pull it around, it can become like a donut. And actually we can demo that right here as well. So let's go back to the sketch. Nope. There we go. And let's delete that. And let's make a little circle there. And I'm going to make it offset from here, 0.5. Then I'm going to set this to 1. Okay, it's good. And so you can guess right now, what does this do? Okay, guessing time's over. And now we're going to revolve it. So if we extruded it, it would just come out as a cylinder again. But with revolve, and since especially we have offset from the middle right here, if I pick to revolve this, and I click revolve axis, go here, comes a donut. And it's almost just like how a slinky works. So that's just for visualization's purpose. You can also do that with cups, and just a lot of 3D objects that just are circular. And let's see, what else could you do with this? You can make it a different shape. You can make it a star, and when you pull it around, it's like a star all the way around. You can make some really interesting polygons and designs and shapes. So now that we've gone over just what exactly revolving is, let's try to implement it into an actual design. So sketch, and here we have the design we want to try and make. So as you can tell, there's an offset in the middle, and there's a hole in the center, and then this side juts out, this goes back in, and this juts out again. And actually you can make this with only extrudes, but for learning purposes, we're only going to be making this with revolve. And if you want to try making this with extrude, take that as a challenge. I challenge you to try and make this with only extrudes. And basically it gives you all these dimensions. You can see the drawing in our slides. And it gives you all the sides for this. And something you can do, instead of actually making this whole entire thing, and then, because think about it, if you want to revolve it circular, you only want to make half, just like how we did with the sphere. So I just want to make this half. So we can use all these dimensions to make this half, and then revolve it around. And like we did with the donut, we can just have an offset from this center line. Let's draw it out. This is the center, right? This is the center. And then if I just make this distance 0.5, because I know this center hole is going to be one inch. So I just need to make sure that radius is 0.5. And the center line, the distance is going to be 0.5. And then I can turn everything off of that, or like design everything. Then you can basically just revolve it, this entire thing just together. And then you'll get your design. So let's practice that. let's go back to sketch, front, and of course what we want to make is our mirror line. And next off, you don't have to have it centered, but it's certainly a good idea to have things centered. So this part is going to be this part right here. And since it dips in, this is going to be the base as well. So you don't have to separately make this inner area. This is basically like a, see of it like an Oreo. This is like the center of that Oreo. Because if you actually went in, this is outside, the way this works is it actually dips in like this. This is how it would actually work. And then there would be it'd be kind of like trenches outside here. And so that's how it would kind of look. So we know, so we can do some math, and basically we can get the dimensions, and let's make sure we offset this to 0.5. Then let's dimension these 0.438, 1.5. Okay, awesome. And then now what we can do is we can, oh, just another quick tip. Notice how when I'm throwing it around, it's just normal, but as I approach, maybe horizontally, it snaps, and it shows that it's going to be parallel to this line right here. It snaps with the yellow dash line, and it'll also happen if you do it vertically. So for all 90 degrees. I mentioned this before, but in case you haven't seen our previous videos. So just snap this. But even if you don't snap it that well, you can always just use a horizontal tool or the parallel tool to make sure that they're parallel to each other. And now this part is going to be this. Let's get rid of my sketches. This top little nib right here. If you do some math, 4 minus 3, and then 5/2, you want to get all the sides. And so this, oh, not what I want to do. This 1. This is 1.25. Okay, perfect. That's constrained. And then what we can do after we make this top area, we can just mirror it over this line and then show it up on the bottom. And when you revolve it, you won't actually have to do that much work. So once again, we have to make this part. So basically this part, like this entire outer ring, we got to be working on. So that also juts out. So it'll be jutting out right here because this falls in. This is the inner area. So now I can get our dimensions, and once again, then boom, should be 0.75. This should be 0.75, and the distance between here to here should be 1.75. Now everything's constrained, and basically we're almost done. So just mirror this, pick our mirror line, and then mirror everything over. Okay. And now we can get out of the sketch, and we can click revolve. Let's pick all of these pieces. And our revolve axis is going to be here. So you look up, boom, we've made it.